Hey, am I audible to everyone? Like, am I audible to you? So, hey everyone, lovely to join you with you on this YouTube live. I'm Sonam Pankaj, the developer for Raza. I'm joined by Alan, the CTO and co-founder of Raza.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. So let's start with a quick overview of Raza LLM Community Challenge. What is it? So Raza LLM Community Challenge.
Hold on, Sonam.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Lauren said she couldn't hear us yet, but now she's in. Okay, so we're good to go. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, no issues. So I hope everyone is able to hear me. So Raza LLM Community Challenge is for the developers to design and develop innovative ways to leverage LLMs in Raza to create and manage and optimize conversational AI. We are happy to see an overwhelming response on the forum, and a few of them repeatedly is how to submit the project. So how to submit a project, you have to register with a given link. If you haven't gotten the link on the social media or on the forum, we will link it to the description, and if you should check it out later as well. So after registration, you will receive an application form, not immediately, but within 2 or 3 days to send your application to Raza. Now, in the application form, you can upload a minute demo and a GitHub repo. If you want to know more about the demo, please check out any of the hands-on with Raza episodes. There's a demo chapter in the YouTube on the YouTube series as well. So the key dates are, the registrations are open from 29th of June. July 28th will be the final submission of your application, and July 27th will be the announcement and the demos for the winning teams. So yeah, do I see any questions? We can take questions.
Should we maybe reiterate the criteria we'll be using to judge projects? Because I think that was one of the common questions we kept getting. I'm happy to kick that off and start. And if I leave anything out, please fill me in.
Yeah.
So we have a great jury together. You'll get to see them when we announce the winners. A mix of folks from Rasa, but also from the conversational AI community more broadly. And we'll be asking the jury to evaluate the projects on 3 criteria. So the first is concept innovation. So, how unique is the approach that you're taking, right? Is it something that's already well known, or is it something that's really quite new and interesting? And does it specifically solve a problem in conversational AI? Maybe something that we've struggled with, users have struggled with, common questions in the forum, whatever your inspiration might be. So the second is technical implementation. So we'll be looking at the whole technology stack. We'll be looking at the quality of the implementation, what solutions, what models, what's being used there. So that'll be the second factor. And the third will be ease of use. So does it make, does your project make it easier, either for the end user who's using a chatbot to get what they want, or are you making life easier for someone who's a developer or maybe a non-technical person, making their life easier to create or manage or optimize any part of the chatbot lifecycle? So fill in anything I might have missed on out, but those are I think, the 3 highlights.
I think mostly people are confused between the end product and what we are looking for. So I get a lot of questions like, do I have to put it on a website? Do I have to deploy it live somewhere? So the answer is no, obviously, because we are not asking you to build a whole product from scratch. We are just looking for you to innovate in a way that makes conversational AI easier. So what I will be personally looking for will be like prompt design, how well you have designed prompt, how well you have kept in mind things like prompt injection, and the other guidelines that prompts need. So yeah, any other points that has to be added in that, Alan?
I think that's a good starting spot. Yeah.
Yeah. So first, we will try to go through the questions that have been asked in the forum before. So is LLM a choice factor in the selection? Alan?
So yeah, so we can say that no, it's not. So you can use any LLM that you like. Of course, if you do something, again, that's particularly creative or interesting, that's really what we're looking for. So those three criteria that we highlighted. Yeah, those are the things we'll be looking for, and we won't grade people on which LLM they're using.
So the choice of LLM is not the factor here. You can use any choice of like closed or open source. The submission process we already discussed. Can I develop several projects for both categories? Do I need to register them separately? So yes, you can submit application form with multiple projects, and there are no caps for team members as well. So there's an interesting question on Raza t-shirt. So registration with Raza, like is everyone is going to get a t-shirt whoever registers without even putting in a valid project? So your take, Alan, on that?
Yeah, so the answer is no, but everyone who puts in a valid application will absolutely receive a t-shirt, but you do have to go all the way to actually submitting a project for evaluation.
Thank you. So the next question, it basically depends on the LLM evaluation thing. So are not safe for work outputs from LLM will be considered, like how careful the applicants has to be for NSFW outputs or even LLM hallucinations?
Yeah. I mean, I think we all know these are real problems with using LLMs today. So, if you have an innovative solution to, thinking about how to, remediate that problem or somehow reduce it, that's obviously very cool. But we're not asking that, every submission has to be guaranteed never to provide any kind of problematic output. None of the models really allow you to guarantee that today. So, if there's a potential of your model putting out something that's not safe for work, we won't penalize you for that.
Yeah, especially
of course, to be
one.
clear, like if the project itself is not safe for work, that would not be appropriate, right?
Yes, especially with the open source LLMs, right? They do not have that filter that the OpenAI APIs have to create this kind of outputs, NSFW outputs. So yeah, moving right along to the next question. In terms of demo, how does it differ between programs designed to run locally or on a website? So I think it's again the same. We are not asking for a whole product. We are just asking for a demo, even if it is on the Raza shell. It's great, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to demo it via UI, whether that's a Slack or a messaging app or a chat widget on the website, that's all cool. If you've built something visual, especially in the category of tools to help people build chatbots faster, if you've built like a Streamlit app or something like that, that's all of course very welcome too, but it's not a requirement. So you can do everything as a pure command line experience, and that's also okay.
Yes. Thank you for clarifying that. Okay, this question, is it preferable to use open source LLMs against closed ChatGPT? So we already cleared that out, that the choice of LLMs is could be whatever you want it to be. We are not going to penalize on anything. Is it right? Yeah, okay. So will submissions be strictly one category that is linked to a functional demo website application installer, or will the demo type be dependent on how the project operates? So
so we're flexible, right? That's what we agreed. So
okay.
Yeah, whatever you think shows your project in the best light is the right choice.
Yes. I don't think we need even application installers, right? I mean, we just need a video link to your YouTube. Like you can just make a demo and upload it on YouTube and link it to the application form. Okay, so
Yeah, we do need some idea of how the implementation works, though, because we do judge on the implementation as well. But you're right that we don't need like a Docker image to reproduce the demo or anything like that. No.
yes, we are not going to reproduce the demo. Correct. So yeah, I think the next question is also related to the previous one. On that note, if the demo type is strictly one category, how would you project that do not operate that way, include in the demo? I think there's a lot of question in and around demo, what they should include, what they should not include. So what is your take on the demo? Like what it should clearly state in the demo?
Yeah, so the demo, if it's just a recorded video, that's totally fine. If so long as it's paired together with the implementation itself. So maybe you could link to a repo that includes the code and then has a video linked in the README or something like that. Kind of whatever you think is the best way for us to understand what it does, how it helps, and of course, if you make it easy for us to actually use it ourselves and try it out, that's obviously even cooler.
Yes, so there are points for that to make.
Yeah.
It, yeah, got it. Okay, so the next question is about Raza Pro. Is Raza Pro allowed in the competition, in the challenge? And if it is allowed, isn't as like it's an overhand over Raza OSS, something like that. So what's your take on that?
Yeah, happy to answer that. So yeah, you can absolutely use Rasa Pro. So Rasa Pro extends open source with additional functionality, and you're absolutely able to use it. But what we will judge is your contribution, what you do with it, right? So we will take that into account as we're judging projects. Of course, if you have additional functionality in Rasa Pro, that's cool. But that's not what's going to get you the points. What's going to get you the points is what you build with it.
I feel like Raza Pro has some functionality, but I think clearly the overhand is for Raza OSS because there are creative ways to build something, with Raza OSS, overhand. So, yes, you can use both Raza Pro and Raza OSS. You can pretty much use, just try to be creative and stay original because we are looking for, something that is innovative way to leverage LLM in Raza framework. So yes, so that's all from the forum. Is there any question live on YouTube? This is good time to start, if you have any questions left.
So there's one that came in live, which I'll take, which is if we registered, but it's been more than 5 days, should we re-register if we haven't heard back? The answer is no, that's fine. You don't have to re-register. Sorry that you haven't heard back yet, but we're keeping track of all the registrations. So don't worry about it. You only have to register once. Okay, 2 more have just come in. So one is, I'm working on a company pitch day submission and was chosen as a finalist. Do I have to submit the finished project or can it be a video of a presentation? Video of a presentation is absolutely totally fine as a demo. Again, because part of the criteria are, how creative is the implementation? It'd be great if you could share some idea of how the implementation works, whether that's sharing the code directly or just higher level diagrams, or if your talk already covers that in detail, maybe that's fine as well. Then the second one that came in here is Can I ask about the issue around the designing or organization of LLM beyond the limit of LLM represented as hallucination? I'll be honest, I don't quite understand what this question is asking. I don't know, Sonam, if you feel you have a handle on that one.
The one from Kim, are you referring to? I'm sorry.
Okay, Lauren's asked him to rephrase, so we might get another version of that. There's another question here, which is there room for questions not belonging to the challenge? That's an interesting idea. I guess they might have some technical support questions for Rasa. It's quite common actually that when we do a live stream, people start asking these. So today is not the time, but I think we should definitely consider that. Maybe we can do another sort of live technical Q&A live stream. I think that could be interesting. We haven't done one of those in a while.
Yeah, I think that would be great. But mostly on forum, people do get answers back if you have the screenshot of the problem you're facing, or you can define, I mean, with pictures, you can define the questions better. So we can do both ways. It's not an issue. So I hope we have covered most of the questions. Is there any other question that we should, answer here?
No, I don't think so. I think we've covered them all.
There's one here. Difficult to encapsulate. My question is to design, organize a new philosophical framework for explaining LLM aside from explainability. So we are not judging on the LLM's responsible and explainable results. Again, we are only judging what you built with LLM in Raza. So thank you for that question. Okay, so that's a sales question. So I have been trying to hold a salesperson from Raza to get cost estimates. Could you help me get in touch with someone?
We'll make sure to make a note of the person's name, and we'll follow up internally. Make sure that they hear from us.
Yes. So if there's not any follow-up questions, so shall we end the stream?
I think we can wrap it up. Yeah.
So thank you, Alan.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for bringing all your questions, and good luck with the challenge. Of course, we're very excited to see all the projects that everybody builds.
Yes, we are really excited to build. We are really excited to see what you build with Raza, and have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thanks all. Take care.
Take care.